Kasabot ka? Why? Why?
Unsa din ni? Unsa mo?
May kasabot.
Kasabot.
Aw, muta na lang ta sa mista. Sabot di ay.
Oh, so.
Mga ano ninyo.
Ma, magpatabang may ani, ma'am.
Gani ang delivery.
Okay, sure.
Nabangon na ka na mo.
Okay, so let's try to prove this equation here. Let's start with this one. 10 times A plus B. So, as we all know, 10 is also equivalent to sine over cosine, which is according to trigonometric identities. So that means this equation is also equivalent to sine times A plus B over cosine times A plus B. After this is we have to expand this equation, alright? So expand it right now. So sine times A plus B over cosine times A plus B. So sine times A plus B is actually equivalent to sine A times cosine B plus cosine A times sine B. And cosine times A plus B is equivalent to cosine A times cosine B minus sine A times sine B. So, let's get back to this equation. We all can see that there is 1 here, right? So, in order to have 1 in this equation, we have to divide everything by cosine A times cosine B. It's because if we divide this by cosine A times cosine B, it would give us an answer of 1. But we're not just gonna divide it right away. We're just gonna do rationalization, or let's say we're just gonna put a magic 1. Magic 1. Our magic 1 would be 1 over cosine A times cosine B over 1 over cosine A times cosine B. So why did I call this a magic 1? It's because if we answer this type of equation, it would be equivalent to 1. That's why I call it magic 1. But the correct term would be rationalization. Okay, so let's just multiply all of that, which we get sine A times cosine B over cosine A times cosine B plus cosine A sine B over cosine A cosine B over cosine B. Okay, almost there, almost there. A little bit further. Okay. So, after this is our solution, right? After this, we have to cancel or reduce like terms. So, in this equation, cosine B divided by cosine B is equivalent to 1. Oh wait, let's change the color here. 1. Okay. So here, cosine A and cosine A. This one, of course, 1. And, well, there's no like term in this part, so we're just going to leave it as it is. So our solution would be our solution would be sine A times cosine A. Well, we have 1 here, but if we multiply it with 1, it would be still the same, so it's okay if we don't put 1 there, okay? Plus sine B over cosine B over 1 minus sine A over cosine A times sine B over cosine B. Okay, so as we mentioned earlier, tan is also equivalent to sine over cosine, which also means that this equation is also equivalent to tan A plus tan B over 1 minus tan A times tan B. And now we have now proved our equation.
Oh. Sige, thank you ma'am.
Thank you,
Pasabot
ma'am.
jud me.
Sabot na lang.
No problem.
If you have any questions, just ask us. We're here to help you.